everybody and welcome back. We are here for the second week challenge of the hashtag Spring 25. These are the challenges I'm running throughout April following the release of the 3 spring kits that I have available this month. This week's challenge is to make a shaped notebook. So as you can see, I've got quite a chunky notebook here. You can make them thinner than this. You can just use these as individual journaling cards, but I decided to make mine into a notebook. I have decorated mine with a little bit of ribbon and some lace. We've got a cute little chick tag, and we've got a label on the front with a beautiful flower. And the idea is that you can kind of rotate round, you can write on these pieces, and I've used all sorts of different types of paper in here. I have inked around the edges as well, but they're just fun little shaped notebooks. They're great for adding into journals. Or folios if you're doing a folio. They could also be a standalone project, so if you want to go kind of Easter themed, you could have like a little Easter booklet where you write perhaps little messages to your children as maybe they're taking part in a hunt. You could use them for those. But yeah, as you can see, lots and lots of decorated pages. So this is the challenge for this week, to make a shaped notebook. So that was my example. I'm just going to share with you the freebies. Now you can get these freebies either in the Facebook group Non-Stop Papercrafts, or you can get these on my Ko-fi site if you are not part of Facebook. So there are 4 pages for you if you wish to use 4 pages. These are the circles that you have just seen. Now I did add some of my own papers as well. I've got wallpapers and scrapbook papers as well in that booklet. But I did use all of these. That was the one that was on the front cover. And it's a nice mix of some plainer ones that are there for writing, but you've also got some patterned one. So they already have a bit of decoration. Obviously you can stick stickers and collage on these as well, so you can make them as decorative or not as you wish. And then I have the same, but this one is in an egg shape. So as I said, you could use these for Easter, have little hunt clues on them so they can keep going through and perhaps finding eggs following the clues. We've got some labels up the sides as well, and the same on the next page. Again, we've got those with the ledger paper and some plain ones, and we've got some tags down the side as well. So they're the freebie pages. You've already seen the circle ones, and I've already cut out and inked most of my egg-shaped ones. So I've got some here, and I've tried to use different colours as well, so it's not all the same. So I've got some that have been inked with a pink ink. This one's been inked with a kind of bluish green, and then I've got these to do, which will be my more green ink. So I'm just going to bring that in. I've got the other tag, so I'll decide in a moment, once I know what's on the front cover, which tag I'm going to use. I've got my labels, which I've already inked around, and just to kind of get that laced shape at the bottom. I mean, as you know, I don't like fussy cutting. You could fussy cut the shapes, they're not too tricky, but I've actually got deckled scissors, so what I did is just kind of went around them with my deckled scissors to kind of get that lace shape at the bottom. And then I've got a little bit of coloured ribbon and a couple of bits of lace that I thought I might have a play around with as well when decorating. So I'm going to start just by inking. And I chose this as this week's project because I thought it would be a nice sort of fun Easter project. This actually is a piece of vellum, so this is not from the freebies or the kit. You can, however, absolutely use kit pages for this. So if you don't want to use the freebies, you don't have to. If you've got shaped dies, you can obviously use the pages in the main kits, and then just cut them with your dies if you want particular shapes. But I really liked the egg shapes. I thought they were actually going to be really nice for Easter. You can see that this one was a wallpaper sample page. So we've even got the make on the back. But these are great because you can write on the back. You can collage on the front if you want to. Lots and lots of options for these. And you also don't need to make your booklets quite as thick as mine. As I said, I've used not only the shapes cut out from the freebies, I've also got different scrapbook papers and other papers that I've used as well. And to get them the right shape, all I did was lay whatever paper I wanted underneath, and I kind of like lined it up, and then I just kind of held it together and cut round it so we had the right shape. So that's the only thing I did. I just used these as a template. So if you do want to do the same thing, that's all I did, just to make it a bit quicker. Of course, if you're using dies, that makes it simpler still, because then you just cut whatever papers you like with your die cutting machine. Yeah, I did ink the other two because I didn't want you to watch me inking all of the bits and pieces. But I know lots of people do like to kind of see my process and, you know, kind of know what's kind of going on in my head and why I'm doing things a certain way. So I picked blue, pink and green because they're the kind of colours that you see lots of in the kit. So I'm just going round the edge with those three colours. And when I did the circle one, they're all facing the same way apart from the back one. I then flipped over so that it at least looked pretty on the back and it wasn't just the white. So I have flipped that one round. So I'll do the same when I put these together as well. I'll decide what I want on the back, because while I don't mind the white, because like I said, it's a great writing space, you want something a bit more attractive on the back of the notebook. I'm also just using a split pin just because I think it gives you more writing space, but you could quite easily, if obviously you're going to make it thinner, you could staple the top and put a crease in so that they fold up if that's what you want to do. You could use a piece of ribbon to hold them together as well, or a ring. If you've got those single binding rings, you can use those as well. Lots and lots of options for this. Right, so I'm just going to have a look at my papers and decide what exactly I would like on the front. See, I really like this one, so I don't know whether to have that on the front. I do love that bunny, so cute. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm going to have this one on the front, and I'm just going to have a look at the papers that are kind of following it, because I do want to mix it up a little bit. So for example, I think I'm going to swap those two over, only because I've got florals here and then florals there, so if they're sitting next to each other, that's a lot of florals all together. So I'm going to have those first. I'm going to have my blues first. I'm just thinking, what do I want on the back? I might pull that out and put it on the back actually. And because this is scrapbook paper, it's actually double-sided, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to have that on the back. I'm then going to have my pinks. Oh, and then I'm going to have these. Now the vellum I want in a place where it's going to look effective. So I might have that over my ledger paper that way. So that's the order that I'm going to have. So that's how it's going to look. And then, I mean, you don't have to use the tags, but I think I will. I quite like that basket, so I'm going to have the basket one, and I can save him from a different project. And then what do I want on here? Notes, memories, today. Memories might be nice. Let's put memories on there. But yeah, and although this week's challenge is to make notebooks, I mean, like I said, you don't have to make yours as thick as mine. You may decide to make lots of sort of smaller notebooks if you wish. I'm just putting all of mine together because I do want a kind of bigger notebook. too. You can also have them as just individual tags in your journals. But as I said, I just wanted a fun challenge where we are creating some fun notebooks. But you can print these out obviously as often as you like. So you can make notebooks and have tags. And then I think I'm going to pop this on the front. I then maybe want some lace. I've just got a couple of kind of scrap bits here. So I could maybe use these. I mean, this is a very odd shape. Do I want to use this one? And then maybe use this to tie around like I did on the last one. And then all I did is I used my crocodile and I used the smaller hole, which I believe is 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm just going to kind of split this in half-ish and just do half at a time. And I'm just going to go roughly for the centre and then punch it. And then I'm going to do the same here. But what I did last time, oops, I've just moved those. I'm just going to clip those together. I'm going to grab another clip. And then I just kind of lined them up, and then with a pencil I just drew in where I needed to punch the hole on this one, and then it kind of just got them all in the same place then. Okay, now I do realise obviously I'm punching through a lot of layers here, but that's fine. I'm then going to remove my clip, put them all together, make sure they're all lined up, and then put that back on. And then I just need to find the right sized brad, because I've got lots that have these really long whatever you call them, the legs that kind of split, and I don't want it too long, so I think that one's the right size. And all I'm going to do is just kind of push it through where I've punched the hole. Oops. And I just kind of twist it round just to really make sure that I have got a nice flow with these papers, because I don't want it being too stiff when I'm trying to turn them. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to pull out my split pin again. And this is where I can add this, and then it was the lace, wasn't it? So I'm just going to poke it through. Pop it through there, and then I can also poke it through here. And I am obviously going to twist it so that when the legs split, they split that way rather than coming up, because then it's going to be possibly poking up at the top here, which I don't want to happen. And then I'm going to get this piece, and I'm just going to pull it around the middle. I'm going to tie a bow. So first I'm going to do a knot. Okay, so it looks like that, and then I can take this back off and we can spin through all of those. And then, as I said, you've also got the back. So you've got lots going on there. Although actually I think I've got that backwards, haven't I? I have, haven't I? Right, let's take that off. It's a good thing I checked that, wasn't it? And flipped backwards. So where was it? That one. That's got to be that way round. Because that's going to be my back piece. That's right. So not a problem. We just pop it back on, split them open. And that's another really good thing actually, is if you wanted to swap out papers, because I'm just using a split pin, I can do that quite easily. So that's another perk to this style. So as you can see, I've still got a tag, I've still got some labels left. They can be used in my journal some way. As I said, you can print these off multiple times, use them as individual tags, then you can use the labels for the individual tags as well. You could potentially create little pockets at the bottom of them so you can put stuff inside. There are loads and loads of different things that you could do with these. But I hope that this has given you some ideas and some inspiration on how you can play around with these freebies. I've really enjoyed putting these together. As you've seen, they're quite nice and easy to put together. So I really can't wait to see your take on these and what you do with them. Just a reminder that you can grab these freebies from my Facebook group or my Ko-fi page. My design team are also working with these papers and are doing amazing things, so please go and check out those ladies as well. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful crafty day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.